Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Westmoreland biker dies after crashing into car. A motorcyclist died on the spot after crashing in the back of a Toyota Corolla station wagon in the community of Farm on Wednesday morning. He has been identified as 22-year-old Shamar John Palmer, an unemployed man from the community. An eyewitness reported that Palmer and the vehicle he crashed into were heading in the same direction. The vehicle reportedly attempted to turn left when Palmer collided with the back, jumped from his bike, and hit a light pole. "He was a good man. He was kind and no give trouble," shared Palmer's distraught cousin Juliet Williams. "It come in like a me son. Me feel sad man, and inna the community he died." As of August 10, Jamaica recorded 295 fatal crashes since the start of the year. Westmoreland over the period has recorded 42 road deaths and 39 fatal crashes, of which 22 involve motorcycles. Sick out at Williamsville Police Station after alleged disparaging remarks by senior officer. Reporters understand that officers assigned to the Williamsville Police Station have been calling in sick since Tuesday following an incident at the facility on Monday. It is alleged that a senior commanding officer turned up at the station and during an interaction with a woman constable made disparaging comment about her. According to sources, police personnel assigned to the station are demanding that action be taken against the commanding officer. Sources further reveal that the woman constable was involved in an accident while driving a service vehicle in April. Amid COVID fears, flights headed to Kingston with 7 deportees from UK. The flight has been telegraphed for weeks amid strenuous objections from several rights groups. Nonetheless, another group of Jamaicans numbering around 7 is on their way to Jamaica, having been rounded up and placed on a special chartered flight from the United Kingdom. The Guardian newspaper in the UK is reporting that originally 90 people were listed as passengers aboard the flight, which took off at 1 a.m. bound for Kingston. Only 7 people were deported to Jamaica on a Home Office chartered plane in the early hours of Wednesday morning at an estimated cost of £43,000 a person, despite 90 being earmarked originally for the flight, the newspaper stated. And there were other concerns, as the UK's decision to go ahead with the flight came despite protests from the Jamaican government. This was because some of the passengers or intended passengers had reportedly tested positive for COVID-19 and were coming from a country where the dreaded Delta variant of the virus has been running rampant. Apart from COVID worries, the Jamaican government also reported objected on the grounds of trafficking indicators and mental health problems among some of the intended returnees. A series of urgent High Court injunction applications seeking to block some of the deportation continued almost until the flight took off at 1 a.m. on Wednesday morning. The estimated cost of the long-haul Home Office chartered operation is thought to be about £300,000. With 7 persons on board, that figure equates to about £43,000 for each deportee. While the vast majority of those due to fly were taken off the flight, the 7 people who flew are believed to include 3 who were taken from prison. Of the 4 taken from immigration detention, 1 was age 64 and another 66. One is thought to be suffering from mental confusion and is physically frail and had to be carried onto the plane. He is believed to have a windrush case, the newspaper reported. To compound the situation, another of the deportees was said to have recently lost a child in a case that was ruled on by a coroner to have been due to medical negligence and had to leave his partner, the mother of their child, to grieve alone. At least 5 of those who were due to fly had trafficking indicators due to the country's line grooming. The Home Office gave the Jamaican government assurance that nobody at risk at COVID would be on the flight after at least 2 cases were confirmed in the detention center days before the flight took off. It said everyone due to fly had a negative PCR test result. One man reportedly asked to report to Jamaica, but due to administrative issues, was not put on the flight and was taken back to prison. Corinne Doyle of the campaign group Movement for Justice, who worked on the cases of 30 who were due to fly, only 3 of whom ultimately boarded the plane, said, "When you prioritize the politics and optics of deportation over human life, you are going to get gross injustice." Bella Sankey, the director of Charity Detention Action, said the flight was a watershed moment. She added The chaotic flight is the beginning of the end for mass home office chartered flights. Horrifying suicidal attempts and an unwilling Windrush man being carried onto the plane, the disasters are endless. This is not how a civilized country conducts itself, a public disquiet is rightly groaning. A lawyer, Jacqueline Mackenzie, who campaigned for justice for the Windrush generation, said the government tried to deport 90 people and destroyed 90 families. Something is very wrong with a system which exists to show strength, which gets so much wrong. Deportation is inhumane. We need urgent dialogue at an international and community level. Maria Thomas said the majority of the firm's clients who were due to fly had their removal directions differ. We know the detention center was not COVID secured, as there were confirmed cases, including one of my clients. It took us 3 strange letters to even get paracetamols for him. The Home Secretary removal practice by way of chartered flights in this manner is brutal and inhumane, and a massive burden on the taxpayer. This is particularly so during a pandemic. 13 more deaths, 334 new COVID cases in Jamaica. Jamaica recorded 334 new COVID-19 cases and 13 virus-related deaths on Tuesday, according to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This pushed the total number of confirmed cases on the island since the outbreak to 55,790 and the confirmed deaths to 1,254. The new cases comprise 204 females and 130 males, with ages ranging from 4 months to 92 years. According to the ministry, 82 of the cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew, 40 in Manchester, 36 in Clarendon, 32 in St. James, 27 in St. Thomas, 25 each in St. Anne and St. Elizabeth, 24 in Clarendon, 22 in Westmoreland, 9 each in Hanover and Trelawney, 2 in Portland and 1 in St. Mary. Meanwhile, 4 of the latest deaths are from Kingston and St. Andrew, including 2 females ages 80 and 84 and 2 males ages 52 and 55. 3 of the victims were females from Clarendon ages 60, 74 and 88, while 2 females ages 32 and 58 and an 83-year-old male were from St. Catherine. The remaining victims were 2 males ages 46 and 56 from St. Elizabeth and a 58-year-old female from Manchester. The ministry further reported 28 new recoveries, which pushed the total number of recoveries to 47,333. There are 6,836 active cases now on the island. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.